Hello folks, welcome back to Lewis on Film with me, Lewis. In my new base of operations, there was one hell of a move. I'm still not fully unpacked, but I was not willing to miss the traditional Oscar rundown to do with you all here today. I have my Vanity Fair Oscar ballot because tonight is the Oscars. The Oscars are tonight and we are here. This would actually only be my third night in this house. Here I am to do the Oscar ballot with you all. So, let us begin. So, as I've mentioned, Vanity Fair printable ballot. Do go and print one off. It's in the comments below. Go to that link, print it off, or just go put it on an app or whatever and tick it off with me. So, bottom to top, because we know the big one, Best Picture, comes last. So, we're not looking at sort of documentary, live action, animated shorts because they're all very difficult to find, or they can be difficult to find. I've tried my best to see a few of them, but I haven't seen them all. Obviously, Le Pupille, by the way, is on Disney Plus if you're interested. That was good fun, but I haven't seen them all. So we're just going to go through the main ones. So we're going to start with visual effects then. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, Way of Water, Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun Maverick. I think everyone kind of emotionally and knowledgeably knows that this is going to be won by Avatar, Way of Water. So, big tick there, Avatar, Way of Water. All Quiet on the Western Front has been pushing itself to win this, but I'm really sorry. I don't think anything can beat Avatar: Way of Water. The visual effects in it are too good, whether you like it or not. There's no disputing it. Sound. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: Way of Water, The Batman, Elvis, Top Gun Maverick. There's a history of kind of musical music films being nominated and winning this award. So Elvis may be a front runner. Top Gun Maverick for its sound design, certainly. The Batman, yeah, absolutely, no arguments. Avatar, yes, again, for the same reason that the visual effects are very good, the sound effects add to it immensely. And All Quiet on the Western Front probably is the leader, but I am going Top Gun, personally. So, there it is. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think on that one. Production design, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: Way of Water, Babylon, Elvis and The Fabelmans. Having seen and absolutely loving Babylon, and I know it got mixed reviews, but I did genuinely really love Babylon. I want to go for that. Certainly All Quiet on the Western Front winning, no one would argue, but I'm going Babylon. I just think it was wonderfully captured. And yeah, Hollywood, looking back at Hollywood, tends to be a favourite. Makeup and hairstyling, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Elvis and The Whale. Obviously The Whale with Brendan Fraser's prosthetic. All Quiet on the Western Front, certainly. The Batman with Colin Farrell as the Penguin in his prosthetic. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever won it last time, didn't it? Last time Black Panther was nominated at the Oscars, it won, didn't it, I think. Elvis... Elvis is an interesting one because yes, I understand it, but obviously Tom Hanks and all that. But I just don't know. It's capturing the aesthetic of the era, I guess, was the main thing, obviously. But I don't think it did it any better than anything else. I'm going for. I'm going to put All Quiet on the Western Front. Probably I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. I've just got a feeling. We'll see. What will I think will win? I think probably The Whale for Brendan Fraser's prosthetic. But I'm going for All Quiet on the Western Front. Editing, Top Gun Maverick, Tar, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Elvis and The Banshees of Inisherin. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once will win. I want Everything Everywhere All at Once to win. I think the editing, the film did not work at all unless the editing was good, and it's excellent. I said that as soon as I saw it. At the very least, that's getting the next editing nod, and of course, it's got a lot more than that. So, but there you go. Costume design: Babylon, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Miss Harris Goes to Paris. As soon as I saw Miss Harris Goes to Paris, I said that's probably we're going to be up there for all the dresses. A worthy nod, but it's not going to win, I'm afraid. I'd love it to, but it just won't. Everything Everywhere All at Once surprises me, but yeah, fair enough. Elvis is, I guess, possibly, arguably the obvious one, in the same way that Babylon is equal in equal measure. Again, Black Panther will be nominated the same as last time, so I think I'm going to go with Babylon on this one. But if Elvis was to win that, I think that's the one to beat. But yeah, I'm going for Babylon on that one. Cinematography: All Quiet on the Western Front, Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar. Roger Deakins, of course, in Empire of Light, nominated again because he's just the master that he is. I don't think it's winning, but rightfully there. Tar, okay, fine, but in particular the scene, which was one take in the classroom, but I don't think so personally, unless they sort of merit it on that. Elvis, just no. Fair enough for the competition, but I don't think it's going to win if we've got to be. And Bardo, same again. We know the terrain that Irinitu expects of his cinematographers these days, but I haven't seen Bardo yet. I actually plan to watch it before the show if I get a chance. But yeah, I haven't seen it yet, unfortunately. But All Quiet on the Western Front, I think, is going to win it anyway. So there you go. We're not doing original song because I haven't listened to them all yet. I'm hoping they play them all on the night, but yeah, I haven't listened. I think the one to win, or the favourite to win, is Natu Natu from RRR. But yeah, I haven't heard Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, and I haven't heard. I have heard Lift Me Up from Wakanda Forever. Actually, sorry. I haven't heard This Is Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Well, aside from watching the film, but I don't remember it, as it were. But we're not doing original song yet, anyway. Original score: All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Fabelmans. I'm surprised, for a couple of reasons, that Tar wasn't a better score to be up for this contender, for obvious reasons. Also, Women Talking not being nominated for this really surprised me, because I thought that was beautifully haunting. I'm leaning towards Banshees of Inisherin, personally. However, All Quiet on the Western Front winning is also great. Babylon winning, yeah, fine. So I want Banshees of Inisherin to win, but I'm going to lean towards All Quiet on the Western Front for that one. Animated feature: Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Sea Beast, Turning Red. I want Puss in Boots to win this all the way. However, he is not winning, unfortunately. It's going to be Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Interestingly, both films actually deal with the same sort of similar themes about death and prolonged life, and having that that thing to kind of carry on your legacy, if you like. That whole thing is massive in both of them. But as a technical achievement, Pinocchio should rightfully win. However, a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth with this one, to be honest with you, because I think Laika should have won years ago for stop motion, and they haven't. They've always been nominated, never won. Guillermo del Toro comes along, does a stop motion and wins it straight away, and everyone's like, oh yes, he's done it. He's done what no one else has done with stop motion. No, he hasn't. He just knew how he wanted to make it. But I think Puss in Boots should win this personally, but Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, I think, will win. International feature: All Quiet on the Western Front, Argentina 1985, Close, EO, and The Quiet Girl. I want The Quiet Girl to win this. EO was just... I mean, it's wonderful, is EO, for what it is and how it achieves what it wants to achieve, but Argentina 1985 was fine. I enjoyed it. It was fine, a good political drama. But All Quiet on the Western Front has to win this, I think. I don't think there's any argument there. But I would want The Quiet Girl to win. I thought it was wonderful. Adapted screenplay: All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion, Knives Out Mystery, Living, Top Gun Maverick, and Women Talking. I would want Glass Onion to win this, personally, because I think Rian Johnson just did such a good job with both films. He was nominated for both, wasn't he? But I think Women Talking's going to take that one, and rightfully so for Sarah Polley, but I would want Ryan Johnson's Glass Onion to win that. We're not doing documentary feature. I haven't seen any of them, I'm afraid to say. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I just haven't, so I'm sorry about that. Original screenplay: Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is an interesting one. I was surprised when I saw that get as many nominations as it did. I wasn't shocked, as it were, but I was happy to see something like that getting that recognition. I know the director's won, well, was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film a couple of years ago, which I think won for the Square, I think. But it's not. I don't think it's winning, but I understand its inclusion. Tar, no. Again, I'm a massive Todd Field fan, so I understand exactly why. But no. The Fabelmans, no. It's got to be between Banshees of Inisherin and Everything Everywhere All at Once, because it's. I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was like, that was so well written, so well directed, so well edited together. So everyone was involved. Everyone understood what was needed of them. And the Daniels did such a good job with the screenplay of making it work in several different ways, and directing it into make those ways work and fit beautifully. So. But the Banshees of Inisherin is just such a good all-round script. It's a really tough one to call it between these two this year, I think. I don't want to see the Banshees of Inisherin walk away empty-handed tonight either. That's one big thing. So I'm going to say the Banshees of Inisherin, but Everything Everywhere All at Once probably is the one that is going to win. I'm going to say the Banshees of Inisherin, however. Now then, on to the big ones. Actress in a supporting role: Angela Bassett for Black Panther, Hong Chow for The Whale, Kerry Condon for Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Stephanie Hsu, I don't know, I'm sorry Stephanie, for Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, without eliminating anyone completely, I want to say that this is probably a 3-horse race in Jamie Lee Curtis, Kerry Condon, and Angela Bassett. Jamie Lee Curtis is probably the fan favourite for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Angela Bassett's presence in Wakanda Forever was essential. The film just wouldn't have worked in any other way without her power in that film, and she took it on board completely. So, and then obviously Kerry Condon for Banshees of Inisherin, which is just such a good performance. I think she's got the edge personally. I'm going for Banshees of Inisherin again because I want Kerry Condon to win. Of those three, Kerry Condon's is the one I want to win. Jamie Lee Curtis is the one I think the least of the three. I'm not dismissing completely Hong Chow or Stephanie Hsu, whatever, because they were both wonderful. Like, when I saw The Whale, I was like, oh my god, she might get a nod for this, and she did. So there you go. So I'm going for Kerry Condon, but if Angela Bassett, I think it's between her and Kerry, I think, personally. So, but I'd love to see Angela Bassett win. I think she's absolutely wonderful. Actor in a supporting role: Brendan Gleeson, Banshees of Inisherin; Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway; Judd Hirsch for The Fabelmans; Barry Keogh for The Banshees of Inisherin; and Ke Huy Quan, Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, Ke Huy Quan's the favourite, but he didn't take the BAFTA, did he? No, he didn't. It was Barry Keogh, and that surprised a lot of people, I think. So, Barry might even take it tonight. Judd Hirsch and The Fabelmans. When I think back to The Fabelmans, I will think of two scenes. The one I will remember is the Judd Hirsch scene and the John Ford scene at the end. They're the two things I'll remember forever of that film. So I understand completely Judd Hirsch's nomination. I don't think he'll win, but it was excellent. Brian Tyree Henry in Causeway. I was so glad that got picked up because it was fantastic. I really thought that was a great film. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I was really happy that he got nominated for that. And of course, Brendan Gleeson, Banshees of Inisherin. If you'd have asked me at the start of the award season, I would have immediately said him, and there's no other competition in this. But things have been going Ke Huy Quan's way quite religiously. So I'm going Ke Huy Quan, but I want Brendan Gleeson to win. So we'll see how that plans out. Actress then. Kate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie, Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Well, first of all, Michelle Williams, who will win an Oscar one day because she's far too good not to, isn't winning for this one, I think, personally. She's done better roles with better performances in the past and not won. So I just don't think she's winning this one. Obviously, Michelle Williams once played Marilyn Monroe, didn't she? And obviously she's competing against another lady who played Marilyn Monroe in Ana de Armas for Blonde, which I understand the nomination again, but I just don't see her winning, personally. Of course, she's wonderful as Ana de Armas. We all love her. She's had a wonderful sort of start to her career. She's like the last few years, she's really made a name for herself in some really great films. So, she'll be back. I don't doubt. Andrea Riseborough's nomination caused up a stir, didn't it? I saw the film just the other night, and I think she could take it, personally. I would not be surprised if she comes from out of nowhere and steals it. Time will tell, but it could happen. It really could happen. But it is, as a lot of people are pointing out, a race between the two, which is Kate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh. Of the two, I would say Michelle Yeoh. Kate Blanchett, okay, she's won twice before. That's never stopped the Academy from giving, if they deserve it on that occasion. I want Michelle Yeoh to win, but I'm a massive Andrea Riseborough fan, so if she wins, great. Kate Blanchett, I can't see her not being the favourite, is the thing. So I'm going Michelle Yeoh because I really do want her to win, but I think Kate Blanchett is going to take it, you know. If not, Andrea Riseborough coming out from behind the pack, that'd be good as well. Actor in a leading role, I'm so sorry, but Austin Butler should not have won the BAFTA. I'm so sorry. I know there's a lot of Elvis fans out there, and I'm not saying he wasn't good, I'm not saying he wasn't worthy of a nomination, but I just don't know how he won that BAFTA. Against the likes of Colin Farrell for Banshees, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, and Paul Mescal for Aftersun, and Bill Nighy for Living. Great to see Bill Nighy nominated. He was the happiest man alive, wasn't he, when he found out? It was a wonderful clip. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. Paul Mescal, you know, he's again. He's kind of like the British Ryan Gosling in a weird way. Maybe less handsome, but British. But fair enough for his nomination, and he's going to be back again in some big stuff, I think. But I don't think he's winning this. I was surprised when I saw his nomination come up, to be honest with you, but I just don't think he's winning. Bill Nighy isn't going to win either, but I'm so happy he got a nomination. Brendan Fraser for The Whale certainly is a favourite. Austin Butler, I'm so sorry, I don't see it happening, but Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin is the one I want to win. Come on, Colin! Come on, Colin, lad. I want to see, I love Colin Farrell, I love The Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees of Inisherin is my favourite film of last year, by the way. But you know, the renaissance of Brendan Fraser. I'm going Brendan Fraser, but I want Colin Farrell to win. Okay. Director, Todd Field for Tar, Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Daniels. Martin McDonagh, Banshees of Inisherin, Ruben Östlund for Triangle of Sadness, and Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. Steven Spielberg still going, still nominated for the Oscars all these years later. It just shows how much of a legend he really is. Not winning though, I don't think. Certainly he was the favourite at one point, but I don't think he's winning. Ruben Östlund, Triangle of Sadness, no. Fully worthy of the nomination, and we'll see him again, but no. I'd love Martin McDonagh to win this. He's the one I want to win. Todd Field for Tar as well. I love Todd Field. One of my all-time favourite films is Little Children. But I don't think he's winning. I think it's going to be Daniels. Personally, I said it earlier about Everything All at Once, how well it was brought together and how they wrote it and created it. Maybe they'll not take director but take screenplay. Or maybe they'll not take screenplay and take this. That probably makes sense. But yeah, I'm going for the Daniels, but I would love Martin McDonagh to win if it was, yeah, everything. And the big one, Best Picture. Women Talking, Triangle of Sadness, Top Gun Maverick, Tar, The Fabelmans, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Elvis, Banshees of Inisherin, Avatar: The Way of Water, and All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on the Western Front leapt to the front after the BAFTA win, didn't it? So it surprised everyone. I don't think it's winning, personally. It's not pulling a Parasite, but yeah, fair play to it. Fair play to it. Fantastic story, worthy of the acclaim. Now, in my mind, it's between Banshees of Inisherin and Everything Everywhere All at Once. If Everything Everywhere All at Once wins, I mean, it could happen. The Shape of Water won a couple of years ago, didn't it? A few years ago. So it certainly could happen. Something that wonderful, wild and crazy and creative. Yes, you know, and about bagels. It's crazy to think, isn't it? But it could. It really could. And why not? It's a technical achievement in itself. It's done some really, really great things. A24, obviously a fantastic studio for creativity. So I would say, yes, Everything Everywhere All at Once can win. Maybe it should win. I've still got to pick the Banshees of Inisherin. I'm so sorry. I'm firmly behind it. I've been behind it this whole time. I think Banshees of Inisherin for Best Picture, personally. There you go, folks. Thank you very much. Enjoy the Oscars tonight. Do enjoy the Oscars. I'll be giving my Oscar feedback next time, my reaction to the Oscars, and do go print your Vanity Fair Oscar ballot and do fill it in, see how you get on. Send me your results. Tell me how you got on. I'll be telling you how I got on, and enjoy the show, folks. Seriously, and obviously, always something pops up that's worth talking about. We all know what happened last year with Will Smith. And we all know what happened a few years ago with the La La Land mix-up. So I know, you know, say what you want about the Oscars, but it's always a good show. They always do genuinely try and put on a good show for everyone, and there's always something to talk about. So what will it be tonight? I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the show. Enjoy it all, and I'll see you next time.